Hey guys, welcome back to Self-Care Summer. This class, I will be sprinkling in some fresh new transitions. So we are going to get started in downward facing dog. You'll come to hands and knees. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back. You can walk your feet back a couple of inches to find the right space for you. And then you're just gonna gently start to walk your dog, bending one knee and straightening the other leg. Press into your hands. And then we're gonna pause. Take a big breath in through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Again, big breath in. Empty out. And then a big bright breath in through your nose. Feel your belly and ribs expand. And let it go. Inhale, look forward to your hands. Step your feet up to your hands, come into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, extend your spine. Exhale and fold. One more time, inhale, extend, feel your weight push into your toes. And then exhale and fold. Inhale, root to rise, stretch your arms upward. Lift out of your waist, squeeze your glutes. Start to back bend, lift, lift, lift your chest. Exhale and hinge and fold. Inhale's your halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot back behind you. Right knee comes down to the ground. Untuck your right toes. Walk your hands onto your left thigh. Left hand onto left hip here. And you're gonna stretch your right arm up. We're gonna lift that right arm and lean up and over to that left side. Plant your right hand down to the ground and then your left. Tuck your right toes. Elevate your right knee. Walk your hands forward. Lift your right leg up and back behind you. So lots of energy out through that lifted leg. Now exhale, right foot's gonna turn out at 45 degrees. Plant your right foot down. You're gonna feel a big stretch through your calf. Inhale and stretch your arms up to come into warrior one. So you can keep your arms up by your ears, or you could take your arms out a little bit wider. See what feels best for your neck and back. Then start to back bend here from the chest. Lift, lift, lift. Exhale, hands are gonna come down to the ground. You're gonna roll up onto your right big toe mound and pull back to three-legged downward facing dog. Left leg stays high here, but we're gonna also stay lifted in that left side. We don't wanna collapse down into it. Now inhale, lift your left leg up a little bit higher. Bend your left knee, open your left hip. From here, we're gonna look forward, tent the left fingertips. Now option to start to flip your dog. Turn your right toes to the back of the room, land your left toes behind you, and lower your hips all the way down to the ground. Inhale, you're gonna bend your left knee, bring it into your chest, and stretch your left leg up. Wrap your upper arm bones towards your left shin, round your spine. Inhale, then extend your spine. Slowly release your arms up, lower your left leg down. Plant your right hand down, right fingertips face towards the front of your mat. And we're gonna lift our hips up. You're going to lift your right knee to your left knee to your left tricep, coming into that side plank. And then you're going to step into crescent lunge. Reach your arms up to the sky, big breath in through your nose. Exhale, hands come down to the ground. Pull that left leg back behind you, three-legged downward facing dog. Exhale, roll out, three-legged high plank. Lower your left foot down, chaturanga. Into a tuck toe up dog. Lift your chest, big breath in. Exhale, round through the upper back, pulling back to downward facing dog. Big breath in through your nose. Exhale, chest back to your thighs. Inhale, look forward to your hands. Bend your knees. Hop or step your feet up to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, root to rise. Stretch your arms upward. Lift out of your waist. Exhale, hinge and fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lifts. Exhale, step your left foot back behind you. So scooch it way far back, bend into your left knee, land down onto the ground. Inhale, walk your hands onto your right thigh. Take your right hand onto your right hip, then stretch your left arm up. So that can be a pretty big stretch for that left side. We're gonna lean up and over, up and over. And then we'll circle that left hand back down, then your right. Tuck your left toes, elevate your left knee, walk your hands forward. That left leg might have to inch in a little bit. And then we're gonna lift the left leg coming into standing L. Big breath in here. Turn your left toes out 45 degrees, bend into your right knee and stamp your left foot down onto the ground. So the whole sole of your foot is on the mat. Inhale, you're in warrior one. We're gonna rise up, bending into that right knee. Maybe take your arms a little bit wider. Big breath in through your nose here. Exhale, plant your hands down onto the ground. Now you'll roll up onto your left big toe mound and we'll pull the right leg back, three-legged downward facing dog. Look forward, bring your shoulders slightly forward between a down dog and a high plank. Start to open up that right hip, bend your right knee, tense your right fingertips. Then option to flip your dog here. Land the right toes back behind you. Lower your hips down to the ground. Lift, bring that left knee into your chest. Then we're gonna start to straighten out that left leg. You're gonna hug your upper arm bones towards your leg, round your spine. Inhale, extend your spine, flex your foot, straighten out your arms and your leg, lower your left leg down. Left hand points towards the front of the room. We're gonna lift and then make your way into side plank. So lifting through the bottom of your left hip, you're gonna bring that right knee to your right elbow and step your right toes through. Rising up into crescent lunge. Whew, you made it. Reach your arms upward. Exhale, hands come down to the ground. We pull that right leg up and back. Roll out, three-legged high plank. Place your right foot down, chaturanga. Tuck toe, up dog, squeeze the legs, lift your chest. Exhale, round from the upper back, mid back, lower back to downward facing dog. Huge breath in through your nose and a big breath out. Inhale, look forward to your hands. Exhale, bend your knees. Hop, step, float, or fly to your fingertips and come into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and bow. Root to rise, roll all the way up to stand. Exhale, hinge at your hips and fold down. Inhale, right foot steps back behind you, bend into the right knee. Stretch your arms upward, left hand, left hip. We're gonna lift up and overhead and circle your hands back down. Tuck your right toes, elevate your right knee. Walk your hands forward, pick your right leg up and back behind you, standing out. Exhale, right foot lands down to the ground, coming into warrior one. Stretch your arms overhead. And we're gonna transition into warrior two. So that means we're gonna step the right foot back. It's gonna be parallel to the back edge of the mat. And you can walk your left foot forward, bend into that left knee. Stretch your arms out wide, lift out of the waist, draw your shoulder blades together. Inhale here. Exhale, Skandasana, turn your right toes out, sink into that right side. Now from here, right foot to the inside of the right thigh. You're going to walk your right hand off like a little kickstand. We're gonna lift the hips, big breath in. Exhale and lower your hips back down. Place your right foot on the ground and come back into warrior two. So that means we have to shift your weight forward. You might have to use your hands. And then we're gonna go like big, wide gesture out, bend into that front knee. Inhale, exalt it, pull back. Exhale, hands come down to the ground. Now I want you to try to straighten out that left leg. Pull your left leg back into three-legged downward dog. Bend your knee, open your hips. Maybe tent the left fingertips, maybe hover, land your flip dog down to the ground and bring that left knee into that's your right leg. Bring your right leg into your chest, lift, round your spine. Inhale, extend, release your hand and your foot. Right hand come down. I'm gonna pick you up into side plank. We're gonna lift from the hips. That left knee comes into the chest. You're gonna step it forward. Crescent lunge, we stretch arms way up high. Exhale, warrior three, hands to heart center. Pick that right leg up and back behind you. Big breath in through your nose here. Exhale, right knee comes into your chest, bring it in. Dancer's pose. You're gonna hold on to your right foot. We're gonna kick that right leg. You might have to rotate. Some people like to have the thumb facing down. If you want a little bit more space in the chest, that right thumb faces up. You're gonna square your hips, extend your left arm forward, and then you're gonna kick that right leg up as you stretch and stretch here. Big breath in. Exhale. One more time, lifting from the back, the inner right thigh. Huge breath in. Exhale. Bring the knee into your chest. Step your right foot back behind you. Three-legged downward facing dog. Just like absorb what happened in your body. Big breath in, roll out high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last little fiery flow here. Look to your hands, bend your knees, hop, step, float, or fly to your fingertips and forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, stretch your arms upward. Exhale, hinge and fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot back behind you. Lower your left knee down to the ground. Grab onto your right hip. Stretch your left arm up and overhead. Lean over to that right side. Now circle your left hand down to the ground, then right. Tuck your left toes. Bending into that right knee, we're gonna elevate the left leg and land warrior one. So the left toes point out at a 45-degree angle. Your hips are squared to the front of the mat. Big breath in here. Then exhale, warrior two. So you kind of have to wiggle your way into it. We just want to make sure that the hips are now squared towards the left side of the mat. You're bending into that right knee. Inhale, exalt. Exhale, skandasana. Straighten out your right leg, bend into the left knee. Lower all the way down to the ground. Like go down to your bottoms. Left foot inside of right thigh. Left hand lands behind you. That's your little kickstand. You're gonna push in, lift your hips, open up your chest. Exhale, lower your hips down. Place your left foot on the ground. You might have to bring your chest forward, bend into that right knee, open up, warrior two. Big breath in here. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the ground. Lift that right leg up and back behind you. Bend your right knee, open your hips, scorpion your tail. Look forward, tent the right fingertips. Then flip your dog, lower your right toes behind you. Sit all the way down, bend your left knee into your chest and straighten out your left leg. Wrap your upper arms towards your leg and round your spine. Inhale, extend. Release your arms and your leg. Place your left hand down, lift up, side plank. We're gonna lift, right knee, right tricep, step it through. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach up, stretch out of your waist here. Hands to heart center, warrior three. Lifting from the inside of your left thigh, press your hands into one another, and then squeeze that left knee into your chest. Dancer pose, you're gonna bring that left knee down, reach back for your left foot. So I encourage you to like flex your foot so you can feel that stretch in your hip flexor. Then you can add a little bend to your right knee, hand to heart center here, square up the chest to the front of the mat, and then kick back. And then some of you might be like, I need a bigger stretch for my chest. So I'm gonna rotate, flip your grip so that your thumb faces upward, and then you can stretch that right arm forward. Lifting from the inside of your thigh. Square the chest, one more inhale. And exhale. And you're gonna bend into the front knee and like, try to control that movement out. I know it's a lot of work. Bring your knee into your chest, step it back, left foot back behind you, and then right leg lifts up and back. Three-legged downward facing dog, roll out to your high plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. And a huge breath out. Go ahead, lower down to hands and knees. Take your knees wide, your big toes to touch. We're gonna take just a couple rounds of breath in child's pose. And just noticing how your body feels. One more inhale. And exhale. You can make your way up to a seat. And if there's anything else you have left to do in your movement practice, I encourage you to do that. Otherwise, we'll take our hands to heart center, just as a place to reconnect with yourself before you head into whatever is next in your day. Thank you so much for being here. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. I'll see you next time.